Hello there, you're with Lunchtime News on TV1. For the News First team, I'm Portia Hetiarachi. Let's start off with a look at headlines.
Rami Malek and Olivia Colman win awards for Best Actor and Actress at the Oscars. The Green Book wins Best Picture. Son of MP Mahindananda Gamage arrested in connection to the motor accident that critically injured the traffic co-IC of the Borella police. Prime Minister speaks of an economy that can win the world market. Another opportunity for Britain MPs to vote on Brexit agreement.
Now on to a headline-making story. Son of the parliamentarian Mahindananda Gamage was arrested in connection to the motor accident that injured the traffic co-IC of the Borella police. Police said 5 suspects have been arrested in total in connection to the accident. They are to be produced before the Halsdorf Magistrates Court today. 4 suspects were arrested last evening, including the 27-year-old son of a police superintendent who was driving the Defender, involved in the hit-and-run, as well as the owner of the Defender. The driver of another SUV that followed the Defender, who is a 23-year-old youth, and the owner of the said SUV have also been arrested. The traffic OIC attached to the Borella police station met with the accident while reporting for duty. The accident took place at around 4:30 in the morning at the traffic light of R.A. Dimel Mawatha. He is currently receiving treatment at the ICU of the Colombo National Hospital. A 10-year-old child died after a barrel containing paint thinner located in a house in Polonnaruwa exploded.
Police said another 16-year-old teenager was injured and rushed to the Polonnaruwa hospital. Police said the explosion took place when the boys attempted to cut open an empty barrel which contained paint thinner with a handsaw. The teenager suffered serious injuries to his legs.
New administrative building at the Usapitiya Sumangala Mahavidyalaya in Mavanala was opened yesterday. The event was held under the patronage of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. The Prime Minister then joined the event to open the new administrative building at the Aranayak Virisada Madhya Mahavidyalaya in Aranayak. The building was constructed at a cost of 30.2 million rupees.
We see that there are lower wages paid in Bangladesh when compared to us. For us to compete with those countries, are we to reduce wages? We can't do that. If we reduce their wages, the entire economy will break. Then what are the alternatives? To move from a labor-based economy to an economy based on crafts and technology. We see that developed nations like Japan have gone to the world market and have developed themselves. South Korea has done the same. China, a poor country, has gone to the international market and have developed. What are we going to do? Are we going to get stuck at the local market, or are we going to get rich by going to the international market? Those are the things that we should be looking after. Now what I'm looking at is to obtain good jobs, a rapid economic growth using our knowledge in crafting, and establish something where we can compete with the international market and double the income. That is what we are expecting to do during the next few years.
The newly constructed kidney treatment unit and welfare center attached to the Kandy General Hospital will be declared open by President Maithripala Sirisena. The 7-story complex comprises of a blood transfusion unit and accommodation for patients.
This center will also house an early detection unit for kidney patients, a consultancy unit, and a unit to obtain information. Governor of the Central Province, PC Maitri Gunaratna, arrived at the location yesterday to inspect it. The director of the Kandy General Hospital, Dr. Saman Ratnayaka, was also present at the location. This is the biggest hospital for kidney diseases. The cost of constructing this hospital is 200 million rupees. This has been constructed with the support of the Sri Lanka Army. The specialty here is the fact that only 200 million has been spent. This would have taken 1000 million or 1500 million if this was done by another institution. When you take a look at the other sector work, a certain amount is estimated, but a cost that the people cannot bear will be spent. The president has done with this with the least cost. If all the politicians can learn from this, the money of the country that belongs to the people will be saved.
Meanwhile, Minister of Power, Energy and Business Development Ravi Karnanayaka participated in an event held at Obesekarapura, Rajagiriya yesterday.
Minister Ravi Karunanayake distributed clothing to the pregnant women and the elderly in the area.
There is nothing to prove. If you are alive, you deserve it. We will provide electricity. If you are unable to pay the initial payment, we have provided you with the facility of paying it in 24 monthly installments. In this way, we assure that there is electricity through every corner of the island. Our effort is to reduce the electricity bill in such a way that average citizen could afford it. At present, it costs rupees 22.75 to produce a unit, but we sell a unit at rupees 16.25. But that has turned into an issue. The issue has arisen because we produce electricity for high cost incurred, so that we have to change these methods. We are working alongside with engineers to reduce this production cost. We are in process of producing a unit which costs rupees 15 instead of one which costs rupees 40 to rupees 50.
And finally, in your sports news, several members from the victorious Sri Lankan team, which became the first Asian nation to beat South Africa in their home soil during a 142-year-old test history, arrived in the island today.
The stand-in skipper Dimut Karunaratne, Suranga Lakmal, Milinda Sirivardhana, Lasith Ambildweniya, Lahiru Thirimana and Kaushal Silva arrived in the island this morning. Sri Lanka won the first match of the two-match test series on the back of a brilliant Kusal Pereira century. Sri Lanka won the second match by 8 wickets. We are so delighted that we were able to beat South Africa by 2-0. After a long time, we played with a lot of team spirit and passion. It was a delight. After we lost to England, we went to New Zealand and Australia. After we lost all those matches, we identified the mistakes. Then we got to know that unity has been broken. Once I got the captaincy, that is what I focused a lot on. That is what is so important when you play as a team. All the 11 players should focus on one goal. It becomes difficult when a few deviate.
And that's a wrap-up of lunchtime news. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Portia Hetiarachi. Take care and good day.